In a stunning turn, Beijing has accepted Taiwan's reunification proposal, sending shockwaves worldwide. The announcement, made on October 17, 2025, could end decades of tension across the Taiwan Strait. For over 75 years, the threat of conflict has loomed large here. Now, both sides are stepping toward a shared future, dramatically reducing the risk of war between China and the United States. The agreement signals a new era in diplomacy, showing that even entrenched disputes can find peaceful solutions. China's state-run Xinhua confirmed the Politburo's acceptance of the Taipei Framework for Peaceful Coexistence. In Taipei, President Lai Ching-te's office quickly confirmed that formal talks will begin soon. The world is watching as this agreement could reshape global supply chains, alliances, and the Indo-Pacific balance of power. The move pivots both sides away from military posturing and toward dialogue. Diplomats and analysts are scrambling to understand the full implications. If it holds, this will be remembered as a turning point in 21st century history. It's a testament to the power of diplomacy over conflict. To grasp today's news, we must revisit the roots of the China-Taiwan divide. The split began in 1949, when the nationalists fled to Taiwan after losing the Chinese Civil War, while the communists established the People's Republic on the mainland. Both claimed to be the legitimate government of all China, fueling decades of division. The US initially recognized Taiwan, but in 1979 switched to Beijing, adopting a policy of strategic ambiguity, acknowledging one China, but still supporting Taiwan's defense. This uneasy balance kept the peace, but tensions simmered. Economic ties grew in the 1990s, yet political rifts deepened as Taiwan became a vibrant democracy with a distinct identity. China insisted on unification, even threatening force if Taiwan declared independence. In recent years, Beijing ramped up military pressure, raising fears of war. Today's announcement is shocking because it reverses a slide toward conflict. It suggests both sides now see the risks of war as too great. The decision to pursue peace marks a dramatic shift. It's a new approach after decades of hostility. The world is watching to see if this fragile hope can last. The breakthrough stems from Taipei's Framework for Peaceful Coexistence, a detailed, multi-decade roadmap for integration. Taiwan agrees not to declare independence and accepts eventual unification in principle, meeting Beijing's core demand and removing the main justification for invasion. In return, Taiwan secures major autonomy. It keeps its democratic government, military, and legal systems for at least 50 years. The plus in the model allows Taiwan to participate in international organizations, a long-standing goal. The plan calls for removing Chinese military threats and demilitarizing the Taiwan Strait. Why did China agree now? Economic headwinds and the high cost of war likely played a role. International pressure, especially from US alliances, made conflict less attractive. The proposal gives Beijing its political goal, unification, without violence. President Xi Jinping can claim a historic legacy for resolving the Taiwan issue peacefully. The agreement frames unification as a voluntary reunion, not conquest. China is betting that deepening ties will make formal unification inevitable over time. The world's reaction is a mix of relief and caution. The White House welcomed the dialogue, calling it a courageous step for Indo-Pacific peace, but US officials remain wary of China's long-term intentions. Japan, long concerned about regional security, supports the agreement but will keep strengthening its defenses. The deal changes the strategic landscape, but risks remain. The European Union praised both sides for their political courage, seeing the deal as a major de-escalation and a boost for global trade and supply chains. European businesses are relieved, especially those reliant on stable semiconductor supplies. Indo-Pacific nations like South Korea, the Philippines, and Australia are watching closely. The agreement removes the immediate threat of war, but could increase China's influence in the region. These countries will reassess their security policies in response. The hope for peace is real, but so is anxiety about the future balance of power. The world is holding its breath as this new reality unfolds. The next steps will be critical. Despite the breakthrough, immense challenges lie ahead. Building trust after decades of hostility won't be easy. Both sides must navigate deep political differences and strong nationalist sentiments. Many in Taiwan will be skeptical. Some in China may see concessions as weakness. Implementing the agreement, demilitarization, economic integration, and Taiwan's international participation will be complex. Each step will test both sides' commitment, with the international community likely playing a key role. Yet, The opportunities are enormous: regional stability, new investment, and a secure future for Taiwan's tech industry. The world can now focus on prosperity, not conflict. This agreement could inspire other nations to choose dialogue over confrontation. The journey will be difficult, but for the first time in decades, lasting peace in the Taiwan Strait feels within reach. The world will be watching and hoping.